Utopia is not coming. I know we talk a lot about the new earth in spiritual circles. The new earth only happens within you. It's not some external place that gets created. In the Buddhist philosophy, there's this idea of Shambhala. And Shambhala is this almost mythical sort of city where everything is perfect. It's sort of a utopian idea where everyone is almost like, everyone's fully realized, essentially. But it's come to know now that it's not some physical place, that it is something that people experience within them. Kind of like when Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. And so if you're searching and seeking for a new earth somewhere, and that new earth is a plot of land in Austin, Texas, which seems to be where everybody's moving to from California now, but if that is your idea of what's unfolding in the world right now, you're going to be very disappointed, because that's yet another external reality, and there's going to be some degree of politics and some degree of structure and some degree of who's in charge and not in charge, and yet again we will just project all of our own expectations of reality onto that, and it will crumble just like everything else. Because until you come to the real sobering, don't be confused, it's quite sobering to realize everything is happening within you. You are only a mirror and only seeing mirrors in this world of material illusion. And until you are born from above, as Master Yeshua says, you will not see the order of how all of this is actually happening. Therefore, you'll be subject to it. You'll be sucked into its vortex. You'll play its games. You'll get caught into the ideas of assumption of who you think you are and how you think things should be, until you surrender to the true identity that is within you, and you begin to cultivate that and curate that within yourself, and you begin to realize that nothing around you should be taken personally, that should only be a mirror to realize how much work we still have to do within ourselves. It's only by working on yourself that you're able to then serve another person. And a lot of the New Earth understanding, or the seeking towards utopia, or even the woke agenda or whatever, is this idea that there is somewhere else. If we can just get there and get enough people on board, then we will all be okay. And the trip is this, the spiritual trip, the trip of life is this, is that can you be okay within yourself and transcend the obstacles, and transcend the dissonance, and transcend the separation, and transcend these ideas of thought, theology, action, all the stuff that you think is keeping you from, all the barriers. Can you choose to create bridges within yourself? Can you choose to create bridges within yourself to overcome the perceived barriers? And in so doing that it's an inside job, that life's an inside job, that spiritual path is an inside job, that as you undertake the path of peace within you, and you stop seeing everyone and everything as other, you unplug the power and you plug it back into yourself, and you come alive in a new way, because now the divine is able to move in and through and as you. And whenever you become that kind of instrument, and the only work that you have to do is to tune yourself so that you can be played by the divine. That's the only job we have to do. Open ourselves up, tune ourselves in, so that we can be the best instrument of the hand of God as an act of service. And it's the only thing, it's the only work that you have to do is within. And when we seek other things to try to create completion, it just becomes another outside external thing that we think we need to create inner wholeness. And life is not about being served. Life is about serving. The realized Master Yeshua said, I did not come to be served, but to serve and to lay my life down. The only way that you are going to get your life is by laying it down. One who doesn't lose his life for my name's sake and living in that tuned in, fully realized way, you have to lay it down if you're going to fully realize it. But if you cling to it, you will lose it. And so many of us are seeking and searching something ultimately to serve us. What's going to serve us? What's going to make us feel okay? What's going to make us feel happy? What's going to make us feel like we're making a true significant mark on the world? And when we realize that there's nothing out there that will bring that, it is only being tuned in and present to this moment and open and surrendered for the hand of God to flow through us and as us. It is only through that we are able to be free and unclinging, again, with those around us, with our circumstances. And we release the reaction of manipulation that each and every one of us are prone to. That manipulation that is rooted in insecurity. The manipulation that is rooted in this idea of ego. When we lay it all down, and in the act of laying down, we become open, we receive, we become full, we realize the wholeness, we realize it's no one else's responsibility to make me okay and fulfilled. It's mine. It's my responsibility. If I'm off put by what someone else says, it's me. And maybe you do need to eject yourself from certain relationships and circumstances. I'm not saying be subject to abuse. I'm not saying do things that you know are not in tune with your incarnation. I'm just saying, again, as the notes on the keyboard are played of the piano, you learn to become aware of what is in harmony with your note and what is not. And you do not have to demean a G sharp. You just allow G sharp to be G sharp and realize that's not playing in your key. And you honor G sharp and you let G sharp do G sharp's thing, and you be responsible for A minor. That would be the note that I would pick. So funny, so funny. You be responsible for A minor and let G sharp be G sharp. And in doing your note to the best of your conscious ability, you will attract all the notes that come into harmony to play the song that the divine wants to play as you. It's no one else's job. It's yours. Life is an inside game. The utopia that you seek is within you.